what about bone broth? Because have you heard bone broth is like the superfood of the century? So paleo folks are very strongly advocating the use of bone broth. And so I did a little search on PubMed. PubMed is where I go when I want to find the most current literature and do a search on whatever. You can go to PubMed, you can type in meat diabetes and see what comes up. You can type in bone broth. So what I did was I did a couple of these are the common claims. They tell us that it heals leaky gut, reduces joint pain and inflammation, diminishes cellulite, boosts immune function, makes your hair shiny, diminishes food intolerances and allergies, and so on and so on. So the first search I did was bone broth and health. I typed in those two words, and I found 14 articles. That's it. Out of millions of articles on PubMed, not one single one of those 14 articles was on the health effects of bone broth. It was on using bone broth in research studies, on a petri dish or whatever. It wasn't about bone broth having any effect on health. So I did another search. And my second search was bone broth risks. And there were 10 articles that came up. Only one article was relevant to human health. And here it is. The risk of lead contamination in bone broth diets. In a controlled blinded study, lead concentrations in 3 different types of organic chicken bone broth was found to have markedly high lead concentrations. Researchers advised doctors and nutritionists to take the risk of lead contamination into consideration when advising patients about bone broth diets. That's it. That's all I could find. I don't know where all of the claims come from because they sure as heck don't come from science. I found nothing. That's it.